Do me a favor, guys, before we get started, subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way you can get notified when we continue to put out content like this. Welcome back, everybody, to the B2B Syndicate specialized training for LinkedIn. This is called Level Up Your LinkedIn Presence, part 1 of maybe 3 or 4 different trainings that we're gonna do for LinkedIn. So without further ado, guys, let's talk about exactly what are the initial steps that you need to take if you want to level up your presence on LinkedIn. All right, before we get into details, who is this for? Who are we talking to today? We're talking to 3 different audiences, guys. If you're a job seeker and you want to attract opportunities and attract recruiters to visit your LinkedIn profile and hit you up with opportunities, this is for you. If you want to become a thought leader in your space or your industry and you want to cement your credibility and be looked at as super credible, this is also for you. Last but not least, if you want to gain a following and become an influencer in your space, maybe you want to sell courses, a book, get people to sign up for a newsletter, this is also for you. All right, so now that we established who this is for, let's talk about specifically what we're going to get into in this video. And what we're going to talk about in this specific video is the top section of your LinkedIn, how to style it, how to format it, and what to do with each section. The specific elements that we're going to talk about in this video are threefold. Number 1, we're going to talk about the banner photo. How do we make use of that real estate? What do we put there? What should we do? We're going to talk about it. Starting with the banner photo, let's talk about if you're a job seeker. What should you put in the banner photo? Some people just use that to put a picture of things they like. I see a lot of people put pictures of a landscape or maybe a car or maybe whatever it is. You can do that, fine, if you want to showcase your personality, but you're missing an opportunity to influence the people that see this banner photo. The better thing to do if you're trying to attract job opportunities to your profile is to use the banner space a little more strategically and maybe do one of these 3 things. First thing job seekers can consider doing to use this banner photo a little more strategically is putting your personal info there, right? Put your personal email address and the ways that you want recruiters to get a hold of you. I've even seen people say text me, right? And put their cell number. Now, not all of you might be comfortable with that, but whatever you're comfortable with, give recruiters the maximum amount of avenues to get a hold of you if that's what you want. The next thing you can consider doing with your banner photo is having some text in there that says, hey, scroll down to the featured section to view my resume, right? Because that's another thing you can do is guide them to your resume, which you can also put on your LinkedIn profile. The last recommendation I'd give to job seekers with the banner photo is putting some kind of language in there that says, check out what clients are saying about me in my recommendations section. Now you give the recruiter some incentive to scroll down your profile, look at your recommendations, and actually see what clients are saying about you. But what if you don't want job opportunities? What if you like your job or you're an entrepreneur and you just want to gain a following or become a thought leader in your space? What should you do with the banner section? If you're in that audience, your banner section should be some kind of call to action. Maybe you want to promote a book. Maybe you want people to go to your blog where they can read more about what you do and what you write about. Maybe you want them to sign up for a newsletter. Maybe you have social channels you want them to go to. But either way, your banner photo should clearly articulate or emphasize what you do, the outcome that you produce for people, and some kind of action you want them to take so they can learn more about you and what you do. All right, so we talked about what to do with the banner photo. Now let's talk about what to do with the headline. This is something that's really important, guys, because even when you comment on somebody's post, people are going to see your headline in that comment, okay? So not only when they look at your profile, but when you post or when you comment, people see that headline. So you want to be really strategic with the words that you put there. Now, when it comes to the headline, it should really be around 2 specific things. Number 1, your headline should include something about the problem that you solve for the audience that you serve. Or number 2, it should cover something about the outcome that you produce for the people that you serve. If you don't have a job or you're looking to attract opportunities, talk about the outcomes that you want to create or that you have created in the past, or the problems you want to solve, or the problems you have solved for clients in the past. I've also seen people just straight up put what kind of jobs they're looking for, right? Looking for my next role in whatever it is, right? So you can also play with that as well. Now, if you're a thought leader or influencer, your headline is also going to be about the outcome you produce or the challenge you solve or the action you want someone to take. Differentiating yourself from 99% of sellers is the outcome I produce, and the action I want them to take is to click the link in my profile. Speaking of the link in your profile, that brings us to the last section of this video where we're going to talk about that external link, which a lot of people don't use, by the way. All right, so if you guys scroll on someone's profile, very near underneath the headline, you're going to see an external link or a link that takes you to an external place, perhaps. And the cool thing about this link is not only can you customize the link, but you can customize the text that people see before they click. So this is especially important for all the audiences that we're addressing in this video, because if you're a job seeker, let's say you have a portfolio, let's say you have a personal website, let's say you have a Twitter account, whatever it is that you want a recruiter to see, put a link to it, right? And say, click this to get my resume, or click this to see my past work, whatever it might be. If you're trying to become a thought leader or gain influence in your space, maybe you can have the link go to an external blog that you have. Maybe it's a book that you have out that you want to promote. Maybe it's courses, whatever it is, guys, whatever you want folks to see, make sure they have an easy way to do that. And the easiest way to do that is by putting it in that link and making use of that link. Last thing I'll say about the link is, you just got to ask yourself, where do I want my profile visitors to go, right? If you ask yourself that question, you'll know what to do with the link. All right, guys, so that does it for the part 1 of the Level Up Your LinkedIn training series. What we talked about was threefold. Number 1, we talked about how to make strategic use of the banner photo, right? Number 2, we talked about how to make strategic use of your headline. And then number 3, we talked about how to use that external link. So if you got value from this and you want to keep learning how to use your LinkedIn more strategically or to level up your profile and your presence, stay tuned for the next video that we're going to drop, where we talk about the middle section of your LinkedIn and what to do with the experience section, your featured section, and your about section. So if you got value from this video today, give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.